Paul Hansen, who led the charge with FEMA and made it possible for us to get the funding, as well as everybody in the community that persevered and was able to do their applications and upload all the documents necessary, as well as the amazing coordination of the board that worked with neighbors and friends. And it's pretty amazing. So without any further ado, here's Paul Hansen, who is the president of the Road Maintenance Association.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so very much for taking your time to come on out to your very special event. It's been 7 months and 7 days since a hurricane took out our road. And that's not all we lost, but down the street at Garrett Creek, they lost lives. So this was a very traumatic experience for everybody. But from day one, we stepped forward in a different light. We gave birth. We had the community come out in a way that I've never seen and build us back up. Today's about recovery. Today's about all the people that took a step forward and made this day happen. It takes a village. Everybody had to play a role. And so today is our way of saying thank you to all of you for having stepped up and made this day really possible. And it's quite extraordinary. So we have a bunch of special guests here today, and we're going to go through and have them at least show their face because they've been very significant in part of this process. FEMA was one, of course. With our help, they came through and provided us the funding that we can actually go forward with. When FEMA asked me, what's your outcome? What's your goal? I told them it's a safe road. That's all we want is just a safe road. But of course, a safe road depends on what you defined as your risks and hazards. And for us, of course, the first thing is going up and down residential traffic, cars and trucks. And I can tell you right now, I'm 100% confident that we're gonna have a safe road because our soils gentleman over here, Jeff, he says we're building a road that's gonna last 100 years. And then our engineer said, and we're building a road to protect against the 100-year storm. And let's face it, at the end of the day, with 100% support from this community, 100% of the funding in the bank, I'm 100% confident that we're going to end up in a really good spot. So this is to all of you and the thanks for having done what you've done to get us to this very, very special point. Okay, some special people are here. I'd like to start, Chief Wade. Chief Wade Wright. All right. I point him out because when I think of what Safe Road is all about, the hazard I'm most worried about is wildfires. And so for me, a safe road would be one where Chief Wade could bring his 40-ton, 9.8-foot wide fire engine up a hill when anxious evacuees are coming down the hill. So I had a discussion with Chief, and I said, Chief, look at that road. If you had a wildfire, would you come up? And he gave me a very stern look. And he said, of course I would. Now, Chief, that's not the answer I was looking for, to be honest. What I wanted you to say is, of course I would. I'd be delighted to come on up your hill and I'll bring the cavalry with me. At the end of the day, if this road doesn't meet your expectations, it's not a safe road. We're building this for you. And I thank you so very much for the effort that your whole team has done to protect us against the risks that we face. And we thank you immensely for that. I'd also like to, where's Shane? Please come forward here. This gentleman from early on had been the big partner to get us through this process. I started with about 50 contractors I talked to and said, what do you do? Some people say, I do septic systems. I asked Shane, what do you do? He goes, I build roads in the mountains. I go, oh, good. Okay. How often do you do that? He goes, every day. Bonus question. How often do those roads have water problems? Like a jurisdictional trout stream that runs across it, or heaven forbid, right down the middle of it. And he goes, they all have water problems. What are you talking about? Where are you from? So this gentleman is one who actually is an expert at building roads in the mountains. And that's why he's here. And he's assembled a team of soils and engineers and surveyors. And I'd like him to take a moment and say a few words and introduce the team that's helping you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Shane, owner, Ace Construction.
I think I also want to start by the gratitude piece for the community that's working with us to be flexible with the roadway. We really appreciate the patience, and we know that that's part of it. And we appreciate all the stakeholders, and we have got Gentry Geotechnical, we've got Enzel Civil Engineering that are part of this. We've got Beatty Land Surveying. They have all been part of getting this project to where it is today. And Paul's partnership on this project has been tremendous. His engagement with the community and keeping everybody informed, I think that's huge. You guys have a real winner here. Paul is here for the community, and he's been with you the whole step of the way, talking about all of your areas of interest so that we can address that. And so I'm very thankful for Paul and his investment with the project. You can't pull off a project like this without somebody who's able to take the project together and move forward with it. And we assembled a team. We assembled a team that we work together often. That's critical, is to have that cohesiveness with the team. And I couldn't be more pleased with where we are today, and I'm so excited about where we're going to go. And as Paul always says, or closes out every email, almost everything, is let's do this. And I'm so excited to be part of that, and thank you so much for letting me be a part of this.
Thank you, sir. Okay, thank you, Shane. So that's a great group. Is anybody else that wants to come up and say a few words? Anybody?
I'm gonna say something really.
Oh, okay, we have
Yeah.
one. Go ahead. Belinda.
Well, I just want to say thank you, because really it's everyone that's standing here. Every single one of you has made this possible. It's not any one person. I mean, we couldn't have done it without Paul Hansen. I will say that. I need a big round of applause for him. You know, but when this all started, I was the road president, and thank God he took it over at the right time. But it's just that we came together as a community, and we had people like, I want Drew Christy to say something. He's my friend who works for Governor Stein's office. People were willing to talk on the phone. When you called them and asked for help, they were there ready for you. And so it's just like a really amazing thing that we were able to have this many people agree. Now, it wasn't against any odds. We had to coerce everybody. Hey, I don't have a scanner. Well, come on over to the house and we'll scan to get the stuff into FEMA. There's a car coming by, so we'll let that car go by. But I just want to say thank you to this community, because it's this community that's done this. And then people like Jackie, who organized Winding Ridge, and Joy and Lib, who helped with Burnt Ridge, and Brian, and all of our board members, who are Beverly and Mike Roseman, who was there, who was helping us in the beginning, and then Steve Algren and Roger Heron and all the people, and Jeff. I mean, there were so many people that were here with shovels and with tractors, and they were just going beyond, above and beyond. So I want to thank you. And I want to ask Drew to come up and just talk about what he's seen across the state and in the Western North Carolina region. And the reason that we are able to celebrate today is because of the tenacity, the skill, the talent in this community, and then all of the helpers that we had across the state helping us.
Thank you, Melinda, and thank you, Paul, and thank you for everybody for being here today to celebrate this momentous occasion of starting this road project. I'm Drew Christy. I'm with Grow NC, which is Governor Stein's recovery office. I'm based in Buncombe County. We have several members of our team in the West. We are the boots on the ground for the recovery office. So it is not strictly Raleigh only. There are people out here in the West helping all of us Western North Carolinians out. And for those of y'all that don't know me, I was born and raised here in Buncombe County, live in Weaverville. I'm a native of Buncombe County through and through. But Governor Stein wants to say thank you so much for all the hard work that y'all have done. You know, going through the both state and federal bureaucracy is tough, and it does take some time and tenacity, but y'all have shown and kind of given a blueprint to everybody that if you stay on it and keep reaching out to folks, that you can make it through this process. Governor Stein recently submitted his recovery budget of additional storm recovery budget of $891 million. So Governor Stein, this is his top priority since day one in office, to make sure that the folks of Western North Carolina can come back stronger and more resilient. And as Paul said, and as the engineer is doing, making this road last for decades and centuries. So with that, thank you so much.
Excellent. And we can't thank enough all the support we've received, frankly, from the federal, state, county, and community level. It's really been extraordinary. And I think for me personally, just seeing that kind of outreach, that compassion for others, is the only reward I could ever ask for. It really did reaffirm my faith in humankind. And I want to thank everybody for being part of that, because that's what this is all about. So thank you. So what we'd like to do now is move over to our special little area over here so we can have a photo op of everybody that's part of our groundbreaking event, so we can capture this moment for prosperity for a long time to come, because hopefully it will last 100 years as well.
Yeah. Steve, good to see you again. Yeah.
Can't hide behind me.
That's right.
All right, let's cut the ribbon. But I want to also hereby christen the mechanical shovel that's going to take us to paradise. And so with that, may we all say road to recovery on our way to paradise. Here we go. Woo! Thank you all for coming.
I think you found the mix.